Okay, it's a delight to welcome you once again to Heroic Universal Concept International. Okay, this is where we offer ICT services and training on ICT courses. Okay, so you come to us and you learn ICT skills. All right, I'm quite interested in this particular topic today, and we are starting it today, and I'm quite glad about that. By the way, I'm Ushejo. Okay, I'm Ushejo. I'm the founder, Heroic Universal Concept International. So I'll be your coach throughout the lesson. All right. Okay, so the topic we are going to embark upon today is MongoDB. MongoDB. MongoDB is quite an interesting topic and very popular topic as well. It's all about database management. Okay, so what is MongoDB? MongoDB is an open source NoSQL database. Sorry. MongoDB is an open source NoSQL or NoSQL. It depends on what you want to call it. NoSQL database management program. Okay. You see, I don't know if you've gone through SQL database management. I don't know if you've gone through it. You understand what I mean by NoSQL. But if you've not gone through it, you don't have to bother yourself. Okay, but just know that MongoDB, there's another database management system that came before MongoDB. Okay, it is called SQL, as in MySQL. Look at it down here. Okay, it's quite popular, still very, very popular today. Okay, it is used for database management. You get that? So MongoDB is also used for the same purpose, but it is being used in a different way. So it is a NoSQL database management. Okay, so it is different from the way you use a SQL to interact with the database. All right. So NoSQL database, NoSQL simply means not only SQL. Okay, it is used as an alternative to traditional relational databases. So it is used as an alternative. All right, it was designed to supplant the MySQL structure as an easier way to work with data. Okay, good. Yes, for you to understand more about MongoDB and MySQL, I brought this table to you to compare both of them. Okay, so MongoDB is a NoSQL document-oriented database, while MySQL is a relational database management system. Okay, if you've not gone through MySQL, I mean, at a point in your programming journey, try to go through it so that you understand what it means by relational. Okay, relational. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a table of users, like where you stored users. Okay, maybe those users you stored there. You have another table where some of the users they bought something or they paid for your courses online. You store the name of students. So some of your users are not students, some of them are students. So in that table you have to refer to the user. You have to relate the users to students. So kind of two tables related to each other. Do you understand? So with MySQL you can easily point one table to the other. That's what it means by that relational database management system. Okay, so it supports schema design, that is MongoDB. Dynamic MySQL store data in tables. Okay, so if you're using MySQL, data are stored in tables. Okay, like in rows and columns, but this one is a different way of doing it. It's in document format. Okay. Then sharding allows horizontal scaling. Maybe this one you might not clearly understand this one for now, but don't bother about it. This one is a vertical and horizontal scaling. Okay, used by Google, Cisco, Adobe, IBM. Used by Twitter, Google, and Facebook. That's MySQL. This one MongoDB. Okay. All right. Then there are more you need to know about the differences. So I sampled some tables for you to study. You can also make a quick Google search to learn more about it too. Okay. So it's a use case legacy application that require multi-row transaction. So if you are working on like accounting system, if you're working on an application that require multi-row transaction, then you can, this one will work for you. And this one is real-time analytics, content management, Internet of Things, mobile apps. So use MongoDB for these ones. Then data structures with clear schema. I've said this before, no schema definition required. So this one is just a table, from a table. As you move on, you understand all these ones we're talking about, okay? Then risk of SQL injection attacks. Yeah, so there's a risk of injection attacks, but there are ways to prevent it anyway. Then less risk of attack due to design. Yeah, then analysis, a great choice if you have structured table and need a traditional relational database. That's it. Okay, but it's a great choice if you have unstructured and structured data with the potential for rapid growth. Okay, then one more. This is also the same, more or less the same with the other ones we treated. Okay, like you say, real-time analytics use case, real-time analytics, content management, Internet of Things, and mobile apps. Legacy applications or applications that require multi-row transaction, no schema structure, risk. Okay, grade 4, structural data. I think we've done that. Okay, now this one will make it even easier for you, the differences. So MySQL makes use of tables. In MongoDB, the tables are called collections. So it's not a table, it's called collections. Okay, then the data inside the table in MySQL is called records, while in MongoDB is documents. Then MongoDB, oh, I actually made a mistake here. Oh, let me pause and correct the mistake, then we'll continue. Okay, so MySQL makes use of table rows and columns, okay, while the document in MongoDB is in binary JSON. If you know about JSON, you understand this binary JSON format. Okay, as we move on, you see the images. Okay, now this is a table sample table in MySQL format, in MySQL table. So if you watch this, you see this is a table of users. Do you get that? Then this is the ID. Okay, let's say actors. Okay, the ID of the actor, but there are users also. Okay, there are users of in that particular website. Okay, so these are the IDs. Then this is the first name, the last name, date updated. So you see how it is organized in rows and columns. Do you get that? That is rows, columns. You get that? So that is it. Now this is a document sample of MongoDB. That's how it is. So you see it's quite different. Okay, just like if you understand JSON, then you know that this is actually a JSON structure. Okay, so you see it's a user ID, the username, then contact of the user. So you see objects. I mean, this object right inside this, but it's just a JSON format. Okay, so contact, you have a phone number and email for the contact, then access, level, group, whatever, depending on how you want to structure your database. Okay, do you get that? So but what I wanted to see here is a sample of MongoDB document, how it is, and the sample of MySQL database table. Okay, so that's it. Now what you need to know before this training, you need to have knowledge of JSON. If you know nothing about JSON, it will be wise that you learn it first. So I have JSON course in my academy. If you've not gone through it, try to go through it first. Okay, then after going through it, then you come back to continue this course. Alright, so that's it. Then you also need knowledge of JavaScript. JavaScript, very important. I also have the course. You have to go through it before you come to learn this course. Then another one is Node.js. I also have the course. So you need knowledge of Node.js, okay, because at a point we are going to work with it. Okay, so you need basic knowledge of it to follow smoothly without stress in this course. All right, then finally the text editor. Yeah, we are actually going to work a lot with command prompt. Okay, with command prompt, then with VS Code. So you need to install VS Code in your system. If you don't install it, then you need to, if you don't know how to install VS Code, if you've not used it before, maybe you might need to contact me. Okay, contact me on WhatsApp on 080-377-47461. 080-377-47461. So contact me on WhatsApp. I will direct you on, I will send you a video that will show you step by step how to install VS Code and how to start using it. Okay, so that said, then by command prompt is already in your system, I believe. So you don't need to install, you just need to invoke it and start using it. So that said, thank you so much. Then let's get ready. Thank you so much.